Hi, everyone. Welcome to 15 Minutes with Lori. Today I have Nick Metz, one of our agents in our South County office, who has agreed to join me this morning so I can pick his brain about the market and everything. But before we get started, Nick, happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you. Yeah.
Yep. Exciting time. Is the whole family going to be together this year?
They will, always. That's a big thing for us, is we make sure to have everybody in town. But, really for us, everybody's within a 15-minute radius of us anyway. And we get together all the time, but it just makes it extra special when it's, the holidays.
You have the keyword special, having everyone together. And, in this industry, we're people, we're friendly. We want to talk to more and more people. So gathering more and more together it's just special for us.
True. Yeah.
So my first question today is, how would you describe the current state of real estate market in the area?
So that is a great question. I'm going to say it depends more on which specific market you're in, right? So it's hard to say generally what's going on in St. Louis or in the surrounding areas to paint a broad picture, but because what's happening here might not be happening here. So it really depends on where you spend time and focus your energy and where you farm. I would say the market that I'm in is like the Rockwood School District market. So that's still a pretty competitive market. In the city, I've had some luck there with some first-time home buyers, because that seems to be a little bit slower, but I think it also depends on what your price point is too. So it's a really hard question to answer when there's so many factors that contribute to the market, if you will, right?
I think that's a great answer. And you're absolutely right. Consult with your agent before deciding what your market is doing. I'll be honest with you, over the years of being in real estate, it's always a good market, because there's always buyers and sellers out there. Everyone needs some roof over their head, whether they're renting or they're a homeowner, and we can help with both. It does vary. You're absolutely right.
And I think, so just kind of going back to that question, because we get asked that all the time as real estate agents, right? You're at a wedding, and you can't escape it, right? It's like, how's the market? How's the market? To kind of put yourself apart, instead of just saying, oh, it's good, or, oh, it's a little slow, whatever's happening, you say, which market are you talking about? That's going to take people back, and they'll say, well, what do you mean? They say, well, there's different markets. And then you start going in these conversations, and already you've set yourself apart from everybody else that they've talked to about the market. So it's an important question to kind of brush up on and have an answer for, because that's going to engage more people.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. And it sparks a bigger conversation as well. But, I have to comment, just because I do a lot of training for our agents. I tell them, when they're asked, how is the market? Their answer should be, depends. Are you looking to buy or sell?
Right. Yeah.
So anyways, let's move on. What trends do you think will continue in 2026?
So I think the trends will just stay on the path that they're on. I think the days of like every home having 25 offers on it, whether it's a really, really nice product or something that still needs some TLC. If we rewind the clock back to 2020, 2021, it really didn't matter what the house looked like. It was getting bought, right?
That's
So
yeah.
I think those days are kind of behind us, but inventory is still low.
Mm-hmm.
I think inventory will continue to be low, but having to compete at that level from a couple of years ago, I think we've seen the last of that, hopefully.
It's slowed down.
Yeah.
And I did have a question in here about interest rates, but we'll just touch on that just for a minute. Interest rates have kind of stayed at a lull, and they've dipped down a little bit, but those interest, and I'll get your opinion in a minute, but those interest rates really are good.
Historically, sure, of course. Yeah,
Absolutely.
They are good.
There's this hype about, oh, I'm not going to buy because of the interest rates. Well, the interest rates are there. They're not going to change anytime soon. And we were very spoiled after that 2008 crash, because the interest rates went down so incredibly low. But now they're where they really, truly need to be. And I'll let you comment on that too.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, a 6% interest rate is even historically low,
Mhm.
which is hard for people to understand, or even if they do understand, they say, yeah, but
Right.
I have a 2.7% interest rate, which is hard to compete with, and I understand. But the market is the market, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's what they say: date the rate, marry the house. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And talk to your realtor, and because it's important that they know your concern, because they might be able to help you with your financial advisor and your lender on what kind of creative things you can do to make sure that you're securing your investment, because a home is an investment, right? I mean, for most people, they don't realize that. Okay, so will buyer demand shift over the next year, you think? And we talked about inventory still being low, but will that buyer demand change any?
Subtly, yes. I
Mhm.
think, and kind of going back to what I was saying about that 2001 or 21, 22 market being so crazy, I think that has passed, and we're starting to now see more consistent trends moving forward, right? So I think it's not going to be this up and down thing like we've seen in the past. I think it's
Right.
going to start to be the upward trend. So, like, yes, I think buyer trends will pick up, and I think people will be less quick to jump on things, and they're going to have, as inventory increases a little bit, I think that'll give buyers a little bit more time to choose.
Yeah.
So I think that we're definitely going to be trending towards a buyer's market. Now, it could
Mhm.
take a few years to get there, but I think that's the trajectory we're on.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And, I do hear in some cases where there are multiple offers, but like you said earlier, they're not as many. It's not like the 30 offers, it's more,
Sure.
2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah, and look, I'm not saying that you're not going to run into one of those houses that are just, I mean, it's a showstopper.
Everybody
and,
wants,
and everybody wants it, and you're gonna pay $50,000 over, and there might be 10 offers on it. Like that, those homes still exist. But if you look at it from kind of the zoomed out view, there's less and less of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are in the market right
Yeah.
now.
And I think I'm starting to see more first-time home buyers, more homes in that medium range popping up on the market. And in some areas, they are sitting a little bit too.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
But all houses will sell eventually. So how do you expect the seller motivation to change going into 2026?
Well, I think the first thing a seller is going to think about is those interest rates, right?
Mhm.
And so as they see those kind of come down a little bit, I think that gives them a little bit of hope. But also, I think people have so much equity in their home now that they have options. They can take a lot of that and move and upgrade or downgrade. They do have options now, and I think while the interest rate now is definitely more palatable to a lot of people, they're going to say, you know what, if we're at a 4% interest rate and we've got to go to 6, or if they come down to 5.5, wherever they land, it's going to be more palatable for sellers to I think put that sign in the yard and say, okay, we're ready to move.
And they fixed up their houses too. Before that, between 2010 and 2020, not many sellers were selling because they were investing in their own homes because of that early in the 2000 market crash. And so now I think they may get ready a little bit, but they've been fixing up their homes, which is really, really good. So do you think more homeowners will want to sell due to the equity lifestyle changes and the economic pressures?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
I think they will.
Uh-huh. And so when do you think that they're going to say, enough, we're ready to do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
That's a good answer.
It's one of those things. I think it could be case by case basis. I think for some people, it could be a great thing that they're moving, and then for some people in this economy, it could be a bad thing that they're moving. Right? Whether it could be a job loss, or something like that. Where on the other end of the spectrum, you've got people that have huge amounts of equity in their home, and they're like, oh my gosh, we have this amount of equity, we can do this, and that's more of a happier move.
Right.
But yeah, I think that there's going to be reasons outside of just, hey, we're moving to move.
Sure.
Coming up here in 2026.
That's a great answer. Really is. What do you think will separate top producers from the average agent next year?
That is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think in recent years, it's been a really easy thing to do, just putting a sign in the yard and watching people just flood to the home, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a very easy thing to do. I think in this industry, we can't fool ourselves that
Mm-hmm.
people don't need a real estate agent to sell their home. They just don't.
Right.
Here's how I kind of explain it to people. I could change my air filter in my car. I could change the oil. There's videos out there on YouTube that I could watch a guy do it, and I could replicate that right now.
Yeah.
But my mechanic has proven that he has the right tools
Mm-hmm.
to do it, and I don't have to worry about any mistakes that I would make personally. And he's provided that value to me that there's no reason for me to do it, because he will do it right and avoid a mistake.
Yeah.
Also, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Well, and it goes on to, our forms too. Sure, you could get a contract online or in a store, but will it protect you? Our forms really do protect our clients. And it's important that they realize that we know what those forms say and we understand them. It's not just filling in the blanks, it's being creative on how it needs to be written.
sure, yeah, and that's just you need to be the mechanic to somebody's vehicle, right? That's how we translate to their world. As long as you can provide value for them, there's no reason for them not to use an agent, because we do know also that from the NAR statistics that by using an agent, you're more likely to make more money in your home.
Mm-hmm.
So provide that value. You provide the value. There's no reason why somebody would ever say no to using you as opposed to trying it on their own.
Oh my gosh, you're so right about that. Oh, this is a great question because this is all over the place right now. I'm going to ask it in two parts here. Okay. Do you use AI, and how do you think it will influence real estate business in 26?
I don't, admittedly.
Mm-hmm.
I should, but I don't. I'm on the slower end to adopt that.
Uh-huh.
However, I'm a very realistic person. I know that it's coming. I know that it's going to be unavoidable. And I think that you should use it in your business. There's a lot of great ways to use it. The only thing that I would say to people is don't become so dependent on AI that now you've lost the sharpness that you have because you've relied on AI so much.
Right.
So just stay in the business and use it as a tool, not as more of like the guiding light to the next level, right? I think AI is not going to go show the house for you, at least
Right.
not yet. So
Sure.
stay sharp, right? Don't use it as a crutch, use it as a tool.
That is an excellent answer. And this is a topic that I want to start getting more into. As a matter of fact, I'm going to personally be doing some training on AI so I can help.
I love that. Like I said, it's unavoidable. Even those of us that are slower to adopt it, cannot wait for that.
Good.
For that class, because I need it. I know I'm going to need it.
You need to hold me accountable now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But everyone does need to remember that AI is a proof only. You cannot, like Nick was saying, you cannot rely on it to fully do everything for you. You've got to make sure that it's doing the right thing. I have one more question for you because I know you're a busy person. What is the biggest opportunity you see coming in real estate next year?
What is the biggest opportunity I see in real estate next year? Well, I think that as we see the market change and it become harder to sell a house, like we were saying, it's no longer put the sign in the yard and watch people flock to it. I'm going to go back to that answer I had about being able to provide value for people. And I think that is really going to be what sets you apart from other people. And then also we have the fall off, right? There's a lot of people who came into this business that were like, I can do it because I know people and I can talk to anybody, but there's so much more to our industry that people don't realize, and they fall off. So just be able to continue to provide that value for your clients, and just be the one, just be their option.
That's great. And that I love how this ended. So that was perfect. Nick, thank you so much for joining
course,
me.
yeah.
I know you're a busy person.
Oh, yeah.
And I look forward to seeing how you thrive in
Happy to be here.
26.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
happy holidays to you and your family.
Happy holidays to everybody. Yeah, thank you.
Great. So you can find this video and more on 15 Minutes with Lori. Have a great day and a great holiday. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.